Welcome everybody to Sim Football Broadcast Network SFBN. This is your host and commentator, Mad Dad. We're here for our little bit of sliders update. Just a few quick changes that we have to our slider set that is making it huge improvements. If you haven't noticed, it seems to be a little bit of a problem at the end of games when teams are trailing. They're all then starting to get these big bomb shots, right? So all we did here is we switched our auto sub safety slider to 80-40. And in our gameplay sliders, now you have to do a reset. You hit the reset button, import your sliders, manual re-put in the 85, 30, 85, 30, 40, 55. These will come back in already because your main menu, you don't have to do any of that other stuff. You have to manual put in 60, 65, still 35. Intentional grounding, the change is now intentional grounding is 15. Or roughing the passer, sorry. Roughing the passer is 15 from 20. It's down 5. Intentional grounding is still on. This is still off. That's still off. Reason for this, we are doing a Cardinals franchise that's on YouTube, if you follow it. And what we found in our individual games, we're getting really good results. Look, he's at 75%, but we're 9 games. He's played 9 games, right? And he's only thrown for less than 2,000 yards already in 9 games. 105 passer rating, 7 yards average per attempt. He's got 43 sacks. 9 games played. He's played every down. Rushing on our team. We've been rushing the hell out of the ball, dude. Kyler Murray's got 593. He's been running the ball. That's, not a lot of turnovers either each game. Good run. Our rushing is really working well. Receiving. He's like leading the league in receptions, but he doesn't have a lot of yards really. But he's like, here's our blocking. Now he had 48 sacks, right? There's 11, that's 20, 29, 32. So 16 of those sacks are on him. They only gave up 32 sacks. So, and he's got paranoid with ideal decision making. Paranoid pressure sense and ideal decision making. Defense. Our leading sackers have 8 each. Leading tackler is at 86, and it's a linebacker. Safety, 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 linebacker. So our corners are, our linebackers and safeties are doing most of our tackling. Let's see, interceptions. Haven't had a lot of interceptions, but there hasn't been a lot in a lot of games. They've kind of come in. Let's see, what else is I gonna look at here? Sacks, tackles. Oh, the league. Here's the whole NFL. Leading passers, Josh Allen, after he's played, I think 8. Some of these guys played 8 games, some 9, but still right here. Like, okay, he's leading in yardage. Okay, touchdown leader is only 26. That's Jordan Love. interception leader is 16. That's Drake May. He's also only got 13 touchdowns. You look at who's got the least amount of touchdowns. Then completion percentage. This is really what makes me happy. Top of the league. Look at who it is. 76%. 75, 74, 74, 73, 72, 71. So these are the top quarterbacks, really, that are in the... And he hasn't had a lot of attempts. He's like the outlier. Not a lot of attempts. Not starting. 70, 70. So we're down from the 80s and all 90s and all that stuff in the league, and we're in the 60s and 70s, right? That's... here's rushing. Leading rushers. Under 1,000 yards after 9 games still. So the rushing isn't going crazy halfway through the season. Touchdown leader is 12. Average is a quarterback, right? Receivers, not a lot of attempt. Quarterback, I'm leading an average, but that's quarterback, right? And these guys don't have a lot of attempts. Another quarterback, not a lot of attempts. Start getting into the actual running backs here. 119 attempts isn't that many. 161 leads it, so where's 119? 119's way down here. So he's doing pretty higher average because he's got less carries and doing good yardage. So I mean, there's reasons for it. Average per game, under 100. That's usually what it is, right? The leading average per game is 85.6. So we're not getting crazy amounts through the league. It's been pretty balanced. Here's receiving. Leading receptions, 56. McBride's right, number 2, right? Yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Does that surprise you? Again, 9 games in. Still not crazy, right? Because of the yardage totals. Touchdowns. 11. Again, not crazy. This is those 2 adjustments have fixed the big deep balls. It's been more bend but don't break, and a hell of a lot more rushing. Hell of a lot more rushing. Even when they stick with it is the biggest thing. So leading sacks given up in the league for offensive linemen is only 11. And one of them's our guy, and he's a right tackle. Rookie. 8 sacks isn't a lot in 9 games. That's only 1 a game, really. Defensive. Leading the league tackles is 67. Total tackles is 86. That's our dude. Linebacker. Safety, linebacker, safety. Linebacker, safety, linebacker. So our top, like you're seeing, the top tackle guys are linebackers and safeties. You're not seeing a bunch of corners in here or across the league. So that's telling us that we're getting who we want tackling, right? There's the first corner way down the list. So this, again, after 9 weeks, 9 games, this is where we're at so far. Tackles for loss, 17. Our guy, linebacker. Another guy, our guy, linebacker. Defensive end, defensive tackle, defensive end, linebacker, defensive end, defensive tackle, defensive end, defensive tackle for tackles for loss. This is what you should see for tackles for loss. So we're getting consistency in what we would want to see, realism, and who should be doing it and who's actually doing it. Sacks, 9 games, only 11 and a half. You double that, that's only 22 and a half. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's way better than the 18, 19, 25, 30 the league was getting before, right? Even in our individual games, if they're higher, Kyler Murray is like the highest sack quarterback in the entire league. That's what we were going to go back to. Passing, we're going to show you the sacks. Sacks. 43, Kyler Murray. The next highest is 28. And we know 16 of those is his solo out of those 43. 28. See, these aren't bad. 27, guys. Across the league, sacks are not too high. So that's the update, guys. Remember to smash that like button if you're a first-time follower. There's all kinds of content and franchises, and you can always hit us up on Twitch and follow the live streams when they happen. On Twitch, it is at SFB Network. And, don't forget to turn on the bell icon if you haven't already, new or already subscribed person. Thank you a lot. Peace out.